Coming up on the Daily O, a Stillwater family grieving the loss of their child.
And the disappearance of a government candidate. All of this and more is coming up. The Daily O starts now.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the Daily O. I'm Addison McBride.
And I'm Reagan Lee. We're glad you're with us. A night that should have been routine turned tragic for a Stillwater family after a deadly crash claimed the life of their 15-year-old daughter. The Stillwater family is mourning the loss of Liseth Valdez after a driver ran a stop sign near Perkins Saturday night, causing a crash that rolled their vehicle. Liseth was killed, her parents and brother were seriously injured and are recovering. Her family says she was kind, bright, and had dreams of becoming an attorney. The driver has not been formally charged.
Police are searching for a missing Oklahoma political candidate last seen earlier this week. Investigators say 54-year-old Barry Christian was last seen Tuesday in western Oklahoma. He was reported missing after failing to show up for a scheduled meeting. Christian is described as 6 feet tall and may be driving a gray 2024 Dodge Ram. He is currently running as a Republican for Oklahoma Senate District 38. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Sayre Police Department.
OG&E is teaming up with Google to power new data centers in Oklahoma, including one right here in Stillwater. The company says 3 new data centers are planned in Muskogee and Stillwater. Under the agreement, Google will cover 100% of the cost to connect the sites to the power grid, along with paying for the energy it uses. Leaders say the deal is designed to protect current customers from higher rates while supporting economic growth. Google will also contribute power from 2 solar facilities currently under construction. State leaders say the project helps position Oklahoma as a key player in the growing tech industry.
Stillwater's biggest music weekend is back, and it's bringing 3 nights of red dirt energy to the tumbleweed. The 34th annual Calf Fry returns today, April 30th through May 2nd. Drawing thousands to Stillwater for one of the state's largest music festivals. This year's headliners include Josh Malloy, Flatland Cavalry, and Charles Wesley Godwin. For many OSU students, it's a tradition, often called the final send-off before the end of the semester.
Well, with tonight being the start of Calf Fry, let's check in with Bridget Nye in the Weather Center to see what our evening temps are looking like. Bridget?
Thanks, Reagan. Hey there, Cowboys. I hope you guys are hanging in for Dead Week because it can be stressful. But for now, let's check out the weather. Today's temperature came in at 66, but it's a little chilly for late April with our real feel coming in at 59. With this weekend being Calf Fry, make sure to stick around to find out your concert forecast. That's it for me for now. Back to you two at the desk.
Thanks, Bridget. When we return, another one of our seniors is sitting down with us before he graduates.
And Stillwater School's gaining recognition again. We have For What? The Daily O returns right after this.
Well, I'm the owner of Sugar Llamas here in Stillwater. My name is Chad O'Rourke. We want to create a customer-centric culture and create an experience for our customers when they come in. Our ice cream in particular, you can get it other places, but I'm only aware of like one other place besides the Sugar Llama in the state of Oklahoma that you can get it. We actually ship it in from up north, but when it comes to our coffee, you cannot get Sugar Llama coffee anywhere else in the world. You might find a blend similar to it, but you're not going to get Sugar Llama coffee anywhere but a Sugar Llama. It is proprietary to us. We really actually want to get more involved within our community. It's not just about making money, but it's about serving our community and becoming a part of the community here.
Ace in the Bowl salsa started many, many years ago. I was trying to find a recipe to take to a family gathering, and so I started messing around with different recipes, and I took a little bit from here and a little bit from there, and I came up with a salsa that is truly unique. Ace in the Bowl salsa is an olive oil based salsa with tomatoes, green chilies, green onions, and black olives. There's no sugar added, it's gluten free, low calorie, low carb, low fat, low sodium. So it's a very, very, very good alternative to any snack you may want. As of right now, I'm just looking to be in Oklahoma and having a successful business within the state. If my grandkids could ever take it over when they're old enough, that would be my dream.
It's time to honor another graduating senior. Tyler Tripodi, our award-winning reporter, Friday anchor, and former news director, joins us for our final senior interview. Welcome, Tyler.
Thank you.
I am so glad I get to do this interview with the Tyler Tripodi.
That's the Tyler Tripodi might be a stretch, but I appreciate the kind words and the very lavish intro. It's very, very nice of everyone here.
Well, I can't believe we're actually here. I feel like it was just yesterday that I met you, and I've known you to take on a lot of different roles in your time here that I've been here. So can you just tell me about what those roles look like for you?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I can't believe we're here either. I never thought I was getting here, so it's pretty awesome. But no, I mean, I got here as a freshman. I started working cameras and graphics. Those were my first two roles. Started anchoring, and then next thing I knew, I was producing 4 days a week, became the news director, did that for about 2.5 years, and now we're here. And this semester, believe it or not, has been my probably most relaxed semester of college, which has been nice.
Out of all those roles, which one was the most impactful on you and your future?
Oh, I mean, I think I got to go news director. You know, there's something to be said about coming in every day and being able to kind of shape what we do up here. You know, it's one of those things that I took a lot of pride in. And I took a lot of, you know, not that I took it seriously. I like to think we had some fun up here, but I did take it very seriously, the fact that I was in charge of kind of leading you guys on the day-to-day basis of what this newscast looked like, what we reported on, things like that. And I think in doing that, that really pushed me as a person and as a journalist to really discover what's important to me, what's important to this community, what's important to the students, and really dive into that.
Awesome. Well, what's next for you?
So I'm, I guess, making it official right now. I'm excited to announce that I've signed on with KOCO Channel 5 in Oklahoma City. So I'll be yes, thank you, whoever started clapping. Thank you. Thank you. No, so I'm going to be a reporter, MMJ, down in Oklahoma City. A huge shout out to Shonda Adams down at KOCO at Channel 5 for taking the flyer on me and really giving me that opportunity. I'm very excited to get started with them.
Well, that's awesome. I'm really excited for you. You're leaving, which
I
is
am.
sad, but what kind of impact do you think you left on this place?
Gee, I have no clue.
No idea.
I hope a good one, you know what I mean? But no, I don't know. I like to think that the impact I left here was one of you know, I hope that when I'm gone, you guys remember that I wanted you to be the best version of yourselves. You know, I think every day that I came in here, I pushed people, and I pushed people a lot further than I think some people wanted to be pushed. I was abrasive at times. I'm fully willing to admit that. Maybe went a little too far from here and there, but I think in doing that, it was because I saw a lot of great things in this room, and I saw a lot of great people. Take yourself, you know. There is so much talent in this room. The people that I've gotten to work with in my time here have been nothing but the best. I mean, Zach Berger and Jacob Patterson, to name two, are my best friends in the whole world. You know, those guys are going to be groomsmen in my wedding, and 4 years ago I didn't even know them, you know. Peyton Little, Avon Molinar, Devin Bloomer, Steve Spears, Garrett Dutton, all of these wonderful, amazing people who not only pushed me to be my best, but also made me want to push other people to be my best. So I hope when people talk about, you know, not that you guys are going to talk about me, who am I kidding, but I hope that if you guys do bring me up next year, that it's one of those things where it's like, you know what, Tyler always wanted us to be the best versions of ourselves. And, you know, if nothing else, I hope you guys remember that if no one else believes in you, I do, you know. And that's what I hope you guys took away from my time as a news director.
I love that. Well, good news is you won't be too far.
No, won't be too far.
But
Not coming to visit though, you know what I mean? I'm messing
sad.
with you.
What is one, like, if you could give any piece of
Yes.
piece of advice to like upcoming students that they won't know who you are, but we'll talk about you. If you give one piece of advice to those students, what would it be?
One piece of advice, I would simply say yes. You know what I mean? When the opportunities come around, say yes. You know, I didn't get my first on-camera opportunity until probably close to the end of my first semester. But I had done graphics, I had done camera work, I started doing production and things like that. And because I went through and I said yes to all those opportunities and I did all that grunt work and did all that stuff that I don't want to do long term, it's made me a much more well-rounded journalist and a much more well-rounded person. And it's given me the ability to kind of go in and have the opportunities that I've had now.
So obviously this has given you a lot of real world experience, but what other thing has the Ocali and this organization given to you?
Oh my God, it's given me some of the best friends in the whole world. You know, I talked about some of them, and I won't talk about them too much because I'll start crying. But no, I mean, it's given me my roommates, it's given me my best friends, it's given me some of the greatest memories I think I've had in college. You know, I mean, you talk about stuff like covering homecoming week and, you know, like walk around and staying out all night and then into the next day covering that. You know, you talk about stuff like the Bedlam things going on, cowboy wrestling I got to cover freshman year. You know, I've interviewed the governor of Oklahoma. I've interviewed, you know, the presidents of this university. I mean, I'm just some random kid from Connecticut, and that's the kind of the opportunities that I've gotten to take on here.
Awesome. Well, I'll leave you with one final question. If you have one word to summarize your entire experience here at Oklahoma State, I want to know what it would be.
Oh, man. You know, you asked me this question earlier, and I didn't know what I was going to say then, and I still don't know what I'm going to say now, but I think the one word I will use is impactful.
Awesome. Well, we will definitely meet you, and you definitely were very impactful on me and everyone in this room. I can tell you that. So,
Thank you, Reagan.
that's all we have for now, but to you guys at the desk.
Impactful for sure. We'll miss you, Tyler, and be on the lookout for Channel 5. Stillwater Public Schools is once again hitting all the right notes, earning national recognition for its music programs. For the 11th time and 10th year in a row, Stillwater has been named a Best Community for Music Education by the National Association of Music Merchants. The honor recognizes school districts of Oklahoma, is showing strong support for music programs and providing students with access to arts education. District leaders say the award reflects the hard work of educators, students, and the families who continue to invest in the performing arts. Stillwater is just one of 5 districts in Oklahoma to receive the award this year. It looks like the conditions are starting to clear up for our weekend, so let's go back to Bridget, who's in the Weather Center with our radar. Bridget, how's it looking?
Thanks, Addison. Hey there, Cowboys. Let's check out your radar. As we can see, we're going to have some clouds down in OKC, but tonight we're going to be fairly clear as they continue to push across the state. Tomorrow, for the second day of Calf Fry, we're going to be looking at cloud coverage in Stillwater, but not enough to cause any precipitation. And then on Saturday, we're going to be completely clear for that third day of Calf Fry. So keep an eye out for that. What to look out for, we're going to see cloudy skies just for the next couple of days, but then a cool and sunny weekend with those sunny skies to stick around at the beginning of next week. That's it for me. Back to you at the desk.
We'll be on the lookout, Bridget. When we return, breaking news out of Washington as a standstill finally gains movement. And new updates on the gunman who opened fire at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. The Daily returns right after this.
We would design something, it was set on the counter, and people was either, if enough of them said, you know, this isn't it never made to the line. Dad was excited that they're all original. They were all designed on Mom's kitchen table, and it gets in your blood after a while.
We're very happy that Pamela and Michael have taken over the business and kept the family going.
We took the business over in 2017. When we found that it was available, we wanted to keep the legacy of family alive, but it was also incredible products that deserved to be a part of Made in Oklahoma's story. We were a part of Made in Oklahoma years ago, and so it kind of grew as Made in Oklahoma grew.
Oklahoma is ingrained into everything that we did. We've been here most of our life. That's what we entailed our whole business on, was the Oklahoma homegrown feeling.
Deep Fork Foods started in 2014. We started off with our nut products, and now we produce everything from jarred products to cookie mixes and pancake mixes and dried products for people, as well as our spice blends. Now we produce over 168 different products for ourselves and about 20 to 30 other companies in Oklahoma.
I'm Cindy Stewart. I'm one of the owners of Deep Fork Foods. We've gone from just making our own stuff and doing just small things to being able to co-pack and work with other companies and individuals within Oklahoma and across the United States as well.
I'm just really thankful for the journey that we've had so far and really look forward to the future where we're taking Deep Fork Foods and being able to provide more value for Oklahoma and its economy, as well as all the people within the state.
I love the opportunities that being in a food business provides. I absolutely love sharing food and good stories with people, so this just gives us another connection. And I can't wait to see where this path takes us with it.
In breaking news, Trump signed a bill to fund the Department of Homeland Security, ending a record-long partial government shutdown. The measure restores funding for major DHS agencies, including FEMA, the Coast Guard, TSA, and the Secret Service, through the end of the fiscal year. However, it does not include new funding for ICE or the Border Patrol, which Republicans say they plan to pursue separately. This news comes after warnings that some emergency funds were running low and thousands of workers would be impacted.
The man accused of opening fire near the White House Correspondents' Center will remain behind bars for now. Cole Tomas Allen, a 31-year-old from California, is charged with attempting to assassinate the president after allegedly shooting outside the Washington Hilton during Saturday's event. His defense team has pushed for his release, citing no prior criminal history, but ultimately conceded he should remain in custody. Prosecutors say Allen arrived armed with multiple weapons and fired a shot near a security checkpoint before being taken down by Secret Service. An officer was struck in the chest but survived. If convicted, Allen could face life in prison.
A senior is facing serious new allegations in the death of a 14-year-old girl whose remains were found in a vehicle registered to him. Court documents filed Wednesday allege Celeste Rivas Hernandez was killed in April 2025 after an argument with David Anthony Burke. Prosecutors say the teen had previously threatened to reveal information that could impact his career. Burke has been charged with first-degree murder and related counts in connection with her death. He has pleaded not guilty. Court documents also outline allegations about the nature of their relationship and communications prior to her disappearance. The case is ongoing with a preliminary hearing expected next month.
President Trump is escalating his attacks on former FBI Director James Comey after Comey was indicted over a social media post involving the numbers 8647. Trump claims the term 86 is a mob reference for killing someone and says Comey's post was a threat against him. The post at the center of the case showed seashells arranged to read 8647, which federal prosecutors say a reasonable person could interpret as a threat. Comey has been indicted on charges related to alleged threats against the president and has pleaded not guilty. Legal experts say some lawmakers say the meaning of 86 is debated and often used in nonviolent contexts like removing or refusing service.
Cowgirl softball crushed it in the Turnpike Classic. Lizzie Hoisington is in the Sports Corner with how they did right after this.
My name's Dennis Abernathy. Lived here since 1968, and I consider myself one of Stillwater's oldest original family jewelers. Here at Dennis the Jeweler, we're more about personal service. My father always told me that anybody can sell the jewelry, and what we're doing is completely different, learning to do the repair work. That is one thing that will keep your business alive, because anybody can sell it, but not anybody can fix it. To me, jewelry is very, very personal. Every piece of jewelry has its own story, and I get to hear hundreds of stories from my clients, which I love to hear. There's always a story with it. I mean, you buy a piece of jewelry for a show of appreciation, a sign of love. There are a lot of different aspects for jewelry when you purchase it.
My wife lived east of here, about 35, 40 miles, something like that, over at Lamont. I was dating her from over at Alba when we were going to college. I knew about the well then. It was a great well. It was great water. I'd stop there, stick my head under it, wake up, drive on home, that kind of thing. And people talked about bottling this water. And so that's why I started thinking about doing that. And so in 2003, the property come up for sale. And so we started working on that, had the opportunity to buy it. The hopes are when folks drink our water is that they'll drink it for a few days and find out the difference. They'll start feeling better because there's been no chemical in our water. There's a list of good things that we have. We don't have any bad things in it. This company means a lot to me because I guess we started it from scratch. And to be able to have it where it's at today, I don't see this as the end at all. I see the future of Divine Water as being worldwide, which will bring outside dollars into the state. It means a lot to me because I started it, I guess, and our family started it.
Welcome back to the Daily O and welcome into the Sports Corner. I'm Lizzie Hoisington. Let's get right into it. Cowgirls softball stays hot as they take down Tulsa in the Turnpike Classic. Pokes shut out the Golden Hurricane 5-0 here in Stillwater. And like always, the biggest reason was in the circle. Ruby Malin with her 9th straight complete game. And she almost reached perfection, allowing just 1 hit and 4 walks with 9 strikeouts to her name. In the box, Madison Hoffman, the freshman, took this one into her own hands. 2 for 3 with a 3-run bomb in the 4th and an RBI triple in the 6th. OSU now prepares for their final regular season series starting tomorrow against Kansas. But to do a deeper dive on the Cowgirls past week, as well as baseball's ups and downs, let's go to the diamond with Preston Hudlow for the breakdown. Preston?
Yeah, thanks for that, Lizzie. We have a lot to talk about, so let's go on and hop right into it. So, starting off with baseball, they had a solid week. They swept this series against Texas Tech. They won Game 1. They run-ruled them in 7 innings, 16-6. Then they had a pretty close game in Game 2, and they won that one 9-8. And then they dominated Game 3, sweeping the series 11-2. And now we have a really hard series. Good thing it's at home, but it's against TCU. Now, they're 29-15 with a 13-8 conference record. This is going to be a extremely hard series, but it's going to be a good one. Now, I have right here, get one win. But if they can win this series, then we got to start feeling good about this team. This is a really great ball club, and if the Cowboys can beat this team, they should feel really good going into the postseason. Moving over to softball, they had a series as well. They swept Baylor. They won a close game in Game 1, 4-2. Then they had a run rule in Game 2, 9-1 in 6 innings. And then they had another great game in Game 3, 8-1, sweeping the Baylor Bears. And now for the last series, it's at home against Kansas. This is a really good ball club. They're currently 33-16 with 13-8 conference record. And obviously, we want Malin to be healthy, right? But if we can win this series, if they can win this series, another great test. This Cowgirl team has shown they can be the best of the best. And if they can do this, just another reason for them to feel great going into the postseason. But that's all I have from Around the Diamond. Back to you, Lizzie.
Thanks, Preston. Postseason play is gearing up for Cowgirl golf. The NCAA announced the 72 selections for its Division I regional sites, with Oklahoma State earning a trip to Chapel Hill Regional. They'll be the 4th seed in the regional behind Texas, North Carolina, and Mississippi State. OSU is ranked 20th in the whole tournament and look to finish in the top 5 at Chapel Hill to make it to the next round. In 11 tournaments this season, the Cowgirls have earned 3 victories, 5 top 3 finishes, and 8 top 5 finishes. They'll kick off play in North Carolina on May 11th. The first round of the NBA playoffs is coming to a close, and a couple pro pokes are playing their part. He hasn't done much, but Lindy Waters is on the Spurs roster, getting 4 minutes so far in this first round. But then Marcus Smart has been a key piece in the Lakers starting lineup. Smart is averaging 16 points per game against the Rockets in round 1, scoring 25 in their game to win. And finally, he's in MVP talks for a reason. Cade Cunningham is holding together the Pistons as they try to stay alive against the Magic. Cade is averaging 32 points per game in this series and scoring an insane 45 last night to force a Game 6. Well, that's all I have from today's Sports Corner, but don't go anywhere. A blessing found after tragedy in Oklahoma. Reagan and Addison have it right after this.
I'm Travis Taylor. I'm the general manager for the Hotel Indigo Tulsa Downtown. I have a real good understanding of the food scene in Tulsa, and I've loved to see the way it's evolved over the years, and I'm glad to be part of it.
My name's Kevin Kyle. I'm the executive chef. I started here, the idea was to do something local. Everything that we try to do has Oklahoma products.
Tulsa is a big oil boom when we were the oil capital in the early 1900s. How Route 66 put Tulsa on the map. And the menu around that was, well, what would an oil worker take out in their lunchbox? That's how Prospect kind of came from.
We never get crazy busy, so we can do a lot of different things with food. And we can do things like wine dinners and have local dinners. We have a private dining room that people can come.
I think being at the heart of the old Route 66 has kind of weighed into us getting a lot of different things brought in from different areas of the United States. When I taste something on our menu for the first time, the first thing I go is, yeah, that's Tulsa.
My name's Kayla. I've been here since the beginning, so 4 years. Scratch is more focused on farm and mostly made in Oklahoma products, keeping it local. Sustainability is our biggest thing. That's one of the reasons why this place opened.
I've been the chef here at Scratch for 2.5 years. Started here as a line cook. Our food and drinks are a bit separate entities almost inside the restaurant. So the food is now up to 85% of the products we bring in are raised or grown locally. It's all based off of things that I grew up eating in southern Oklahoma, things my grandparents ate.
About fresh food, clean food, organic food, sustainability, that's all of our thing. From front of house to back of house, we're able to maintain both with freshness. But made in Oklahoma means we get it straight from the farms that are 20, 30 minutes, another little county away. We get it straight from them.
One pop star is facing charges. Marcela Gonzalez has that in your A-List update. Marcela?
Yeah, guys, pop star Britney Spears is making headlines after being hit with a DUI charge following a traffic stop in California. Authorities say she was pulled over in March after allegedly swerving between lanes near her home. After the stop, she was taken to a hospital for testing and later processed by police, where reporters say she became emotional. Prosecutors are now expected to offer what's called a wet reckless, a lesser charge that can apply in cases with no crash, no injuries, and no lower levels of impairment. That officer is expected during her court appearance on May 4th. Her team has called the incident unfortunate and says she plans to take responsibility and focus on moving forward with support from her family. That's your A-List update for today. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Marcella. An Oklahoma family is calling it nothing short of a miracle after their dog survived nearly 2 days trapped in the rubble of a devastating tornado. An EF4 tornado ripped through a neighborhood in Enid, leaving dozens of homes damaged and some completely destroyed. Amid the destruction, one family held on to hope after their dog, named Pup, went missing in the aftermath. 44 hours later, crews found her alive in the rubble of what used to be their home. The family says Pup survived inside a small space in the debris and was reunited with them as they began the long process of rebuilding.
It's time to celebrate a very special day. It's National Green Day, Landon Green Day. Landon Green is the radio and TV engineer here with the School of Media at OSU, but he's also our advisor and leader at the Daily Oak Legion. From playing college football to being a media student here at OSU and getting his master's, Landon has been the main reason for our organization to be built from the ground up. From day one, he's been there for us, fought for us, and always someone to lean on. None of what we do would have been possible without Landon's effort, support, and the joy he brings. So it's only right to give him his own day. From all of us, thank you, Landon.
Happy birthday, Landon. Well, before we go, let's go back to the Weather Center where Bridget has our 7-day forecast. Bridget?
Thanks, Addison, and happy birthday, Landon. Thank you for all that you do. Checking out our 7-day forecast, we're going to see that we had cloudy skies today, but as we continue on with our weekend for Calf Fry, we're going to see sunny skies and 69 degrees on Saturday, so be prepared for a little bit chilly weather. As we continue on, Sunday it's going to pick up though with our sunny skies leading to 80 degrees, 83 degrees on Monday, and then some possible chances of rain for next week.
Bridget, that is some cold weather. I don't think I'm excited.
It's unfortunate.
We'll need jackets for the concert, Reagan.
Yes, it's going to get sunny and hot like the day after.
Are you going to said concert?
mean, I'm going to have to bundle up, but...
Lizzie, what are your Calf Fry weekend plans?
No, I'm kind of for the vibes, wherever the wind takes me at this point. So I don't have tickets, but hopefully like somebody's like, feeling a little generous. So we'll see. I don't know, but let's catch the vibes. What about you, Addison? Are you going?
I'm kind of with you. I'm with the wind. So I'll probably see you there.
Yeah.
Bigger question for all of you guys. We're going to Calf Fry.
Okay.
Do we eat calf fries at Calf Fry?
Yes.
I say why not?
I love it. I love a good calf fry.
Bridget, that's a yes from you. All right, we'll all see you guys at Calf Fry. That's a look at our headlines. Thank you for joining us.
Make sure to check out the Daily Oak Legion for the latest happening here in Stillwater and the rest of the state. For the Daily O, I'm Reagan Lee.
And I'm Addison McBride. Have a great night.
hopes are when folks drink our water is that they'll drink it for a few days and find out the difference. They'll start feeling better because there's been no chemical in our water. There's a list of good things that we have. We don't have any bad things in it. I see the future of Divine Water as being worldwide, which will bring outside dollars into the state.